Okay, guys, this is by request. Somebody asked me if I could just do a little textures on the super roughed out quickie port on the closed chamber 920 318 heads. Can you see how much nicer the blue is on the chamber? Let's take a look and see what it looks like on the bore. Okay, it looks pretty good. I'm not going to say it looks that much different. It looks maybe a touch more chunkiness on the right-hand side than we had last time. I'm still light challenged. My one light, I think the battery's dead, and my other light I can't find. Okay, in the bowl, that looks narrower than we had last time, but it looks like we've got more on the other side of the bowl. So take that as you may. This I actually cleaned for you guys this time. Looks pretty good. I guess I should explain where I did textures. The only thing I did is I put some polish on this part of the pinch. And I put some polish on the short side radius of the intake and exhaust port. It'll be interesting to see if we got any gains, especially since it doesn't really take that long to put a polish on. Yeah, you got to take the super rough burr and then go over it with a finer burr. There is such a thing as super fine burrs, which I got to get my hands on some of those. And then you hit it with a cartridge roll for a little bit. Looking down its throat, that looks pretty damn good. I like it. Okay, we got using my pocket flashlight. You can see I didn't go crazy making the polish perfect in every way like Whiffy. Just kind of went over it with a lighter burr and then hit it with a cartridge roll. Okay, it looks fairly good from this angle. All right, you can see it going across the plug, in and out of that divot where DV took a huge amount of metal out. That seems to work pretty good, and I did not take a ton out. I did take some metal out right here along this whole edge. Let's see if we can get this in the right frame. This has been changed, okay? So it's not as sharp a turn, okay? Okay, same deal on the exhaust. Hit it with a fine burr and then hit it with a cartridge roll. It's not even perfect. Just for an experiment because somebody asked for it. So I figured I've done this experiment before. I knew what was going to happen, but this really worked out better than I expected. Okay, this was our first cut. This isn't really a cut, so it's still first cut, but I polished the short side radius and the pinch. So how did we do? Plus, 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 minus, minus, small minuses, right? Plus, plus, plus. Our biggest gain is right around here, almost 9 CFM. But notice after it goes off the short side, it goes almost exactly back where it was because that short side's not doing anything at that point. Okay, but it does stick around a little longer. Okay, see how this is just starting a little bit of swirl? This isn't, and then this starts to lose it here. Okay, but we still have a nice flow. So it's still feeding around most of the periphery of the valve. Sorry guys, just thinking out loud. In any case, is it worth a few minutes' time? I think so. That's why I use it almost on everything. Okay, let's take a look at our airspeeds. Okay, so this is the one I just did. So these numbers, these pluses and minuses are in reference to these. How'd we do? Plus, plus, plus. The pinch works better now because it has that smoother side, so we don't have as much boundary layer there. It gives it more square inches to flow through. How'd we do on our roof? Well, they're almost dead even at this point. It's interesting how much the roof changes when you didn't even touch the roof, right? Yeah, we lost 1 on this side, but we gained a nice amount on this side, and those are really even. How'd we do on our short side? Well, we got a minus, and a plus. You would think they would all be pluses because the smoother texture makes it easier to go around. But this is at 0.6-inch lift, so that short side's not really doing a whole lot at that point. It's going right off that short side and windowing across the valve. In any case, these look pretty good. These are only a few off from each other, right? Better than these. These are closer than these. I'll take it. I'll take it as a win. Okay, so this is our latest. These pluses and minuses are in reference to these. How'd we do? Minus, minus, plus with noise. Plus, 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 plus. And we got some nice gains. I mean, really for a just roughed out port with a little polish on the short side, it's not bad. Notice how we're doing even with, we got a nice step up, right, at 600 lift. Look at how much we gained with the pipe versus this one. I'll take it as a win, guys. Let's see how we did on the airspeeds on that port. Okay, so this is the one we just did. So these pluses and minuses are in reference to these. How'd we do? Minus, plus, minus. Okay, we lost a little bit on that roof there. Gained a little more in the center. Lost a tiny bit on the floor. How'd we do here? Plus, plus, plus. Not a big plus, but a plus. Decent plus in the middle. Decent plus on the roof. How'd we do here? Minus, plus, plus. We lost a lot. We lost a lot in that corner. We got a nice gain there. We got a nice gain there. So this one does move it more air. Okay. So that one is 163.7 and this one is 155.9. So I will take these as a win. In any case, like guys were saying, last flow sheet, you could squeeze 400 horsepower out of those flows. I'll admit you have to do everything right in order to do that, but still, not bad for a quickie ported head, right? That anybody could do. Okay, you don't need a flow bench. You don't need fancy tools and stuff. In fact, if you take out 100 thousandths everywhere, more or less, especially the parts that really need it, you'll be in good shape. So what am I going to do on these? I don't really know. Let me know what you guys would like to see with these, because at 197, it's still 30 CFM less than I need for our test head. Now, I didn't even take the other head apart. I have to still finish cleaning this because it is still filthy. And I would have to mag these and see if they're even worth saving. The other thing I desperately need you guys to help me with this. Hold on. All right, the Jaguar heads. These things are tough to get information on. In fact, I really have not had a lot of luck getting information on these. Okay, I know they're the high energy head because it's got the crazy chamber, which didn't change power a lot, but it gave it much better gas mileage. We'll go over all that when we do some more work on these, but I'm completely stuck on these because I can't get valves. I don't really see any numbers on these. So if somebody can point me in the right direction, I have to buy an intake and exhaust valve. DV doesn't have any. Or if somebody's got some Jag stuff laying around, that would be great just for me to test. And then I can do what I think I need to do on these. And I can get these out of my hair. Okay, so that one says DV there, and this one says DV chamber. So DV did the ports on that. Yeah, I did have to go over them a little bit more. But he did the basic layout on that, and he did the basic layout on this chamber. And it was my job to copy that. Are they completely perfect in every way like Wi-Fi? No, they're roughed out right now. They're pretty close, but I need some exact measurements to get, to get the peak as even as I can along the whole thing and stuff like that. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know what you guys want to see on the 318 closed chamber. See if somebody has some jag valves for me, or at least someplace I can find some info on these, or a place I can buy parts. That would be a huge help. Work has been absolutely crazy, and I haven't had time to do anything. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.